What's up, soul family, and welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card, we are going to be spilling the tea on why people love you. So before we get started, if you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you're interested in the deck that we'll be using for today's tarot reading, it will be available for purchase on my Amazon store, also down in the description box below. And without further ado, we're going to go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the four groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the Strength card, group number 2 with the 6 of Cups, group number 3 with the Chariot, and group number 4 with the 6 of Pentacles. So go on ahead and take a moment to choose the card that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each card will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with the Strength card, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, why do people love you? Okay, so, y'all, I feel like there has been a point in time where maybe you guys were the friend that could just never catch a break. Like, it was always something going on in your life. There was just always something. There was always something happening, something to be worried about, something to be concerned about. We have the 5 of Pentacles here, the Fool card reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Sun card. Okay, so you guys might be thinking, like, how does that make somebody love me? Or, like, how could that make people love me? But I feel like people love you because you guys are the type of people, like, life could literally be beating your ass and you would still be the life of the party, or you would still put your best foot forward, especially as it pertains to, like, people that you care about, right? We have the Strength card. So people love you because you're very strong. Like, that's why you chose this card, because I feel like you guys are mentally and emotionally strong. You know how to take care of yourself even in times of distress. You guys are good at taking care of people, solving things really quickly, and you probably also have people like really test your limits and test your boundaries and like do you dirty in the past. And I feel like you never really forget what they've done to you, but you also don't let it haunt you. Like, I feel like you guys are very, very forgiving, and that's something that people really love and admire about you as well. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. So it seems like you're the type of person, you're the type of friend, you never show up to anything empty-handed, right? You always have something to offer. You always put your best foot forward. You know, even during times in your life with this 5 of Pentacles where maybe you didn't have a lot of money or you didn't really have a lot to offer, you still brought something. And it's like what you bring to the table is so thoughtful, right? Like, I feel like you're a very thoughtful person. A lot of the decisions that you make are very well thought out, even though in the past, I'm seeing here with the Fool card reversed, you might have made some impulsive decisions in the past that might have gotten you into some trouble, you know? And you might also have a side of you where, you know, you're really, really nice and you're kind to other people. But with the Queen of Swords reversed, it's like you might not be afraid to lash out when necessary. And I feel like that is another thing that people love about you. Or you're not afraid to put somebody in their place despite how nice you are. And I feel like people really do like that about you, right? And also we have the Justice card. So I feel like oftentimes you guys might have been the type of person or the type of friend or maybe even coworker that would speak up when you see something wrong being done or some type of injustice, and you might really be the one that will say what everybody else is thinking but is too afraid to say, you know. And then when you speak up, everybody hears you and they're like, you know, pile number 1 is not lying though. Like, pile number 1 is speaking facts, right? Okay, and we have the Sun card. So people, a lot of the people around you, they might have known that you were going through some type of depression or that you were going through some type of like really sad, dark, gloomy point in your life, but you made it through. Like, you literally made it out alive and you still came forward. You still brought your best foot forward, you know? It's like things could literally be falling apart for you, and I feel like you guys will literally always find a way to see the light at the end of the tunnel or help other people see the bright side of a really shitty situation, right? That's what I'm getting for you guys. That's what I see. Like, that's why people love you, because you are able to make light of like really dark situations. And also I feel like you're very generous, you're very giving. Like you might be struggling yourself, but if you see a homeless person on the street and you have your last dollar in your pocket, you'd give it to them just to make sure that they could get something to eat, you know, even if it's something small. You give what you have, you know, and what you have is of value. Okay, like you're genuinely a nice human being, and I feel like you probably have restored a lot of people's faith in humanity. Also, I'm getting this energy from you guys where when you go to the store or when you go to a restaurant or something, when you're interacting with customer service workers, you try to make things as easy and as smooth and as breezy as possible, because a lot of you guys have probably been in that situation where you were the customer service worker. So it's like you guys are extra careful now when it comes to how you treat other people. You're mindful of how you treat other people, even when you're going through your darkest days. And there's a lot of people who go through their dark days and they want to take it out on everybody like around them. But I feel like for you, you guys aren't really like that, and people notice that about you. Like they'll see you go through some shit and then turn around and be nice and still help other people out or still help the next person. And that's why people love you and respect you and admire you, you know. You literally restore people's faith in humanity, and you're constantly doing the right thing, okay? Or what you perceive to be the right thing. You're not afraid to stand up for what's right, and you're not afraid to do right by yourself and do right by other people, especially people that you care about. And that is beautiful, you guys. That is what I see for why people love you. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated for you guys. If y'all are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you're interested in the deck that we use for today's tarot reading, which we've been using this deck a lot lately, we did use the Mystic Mondays tarot deck, which will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down in the description box below, along with a bunch of other cool decks and books and stuff that I use on my channel as well. Be sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with the 6 of Cups, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So why do people love you? Okay, so first of all, I see that you guys are very, very direct, okay? You are not hesitant to say what's on your mind. You don't hesitate to share your ideas, which I feel like you guys probably have quite a few of them, especially when necessary. And I just feel like people really admire this about you, okay? And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys have been in a lot of situations that seem to have very unfavorable outcomes, okay? But I feel like the way that you guys move, like the way that you guys navigate around life, it's like you guys have the perfect balance between magic and logic, okay? Between the realm of things that make sense and the realm of things that also make sense, but not in like a logical way, right? And so I feel like with the Star card and the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like somehow, some way, you always come up with the best ideas or the most creative solutions for how you should deal with certain day-to-day problems, you know? Like, I don't know, like you're just one of those people. Like people probably look at you for answers to stuff that seem impossible because they probably view you as somebody who kind of has the answer to everything. You're definitely not hesitant to step up into a role of leadership and you know, take control of a situation when necessary. You guys are very, very competent people. Like you're actually very smart, very intelligent, and you also have this balance when it comes to like your inner child. You're in tune with your inner child, and there's still a part of yourself where you believe everything is possible, right? And that causes you or helps you to achieve a lot of things that you want to achieve or be successful in a lot of situations that people might think that you were not super successful in. Like, for example, you don't have a lot of money, but you have your heart set, your future set on buying a house. Somehow, some way, you get that house. And to other people, that might not seem logically possible because, like, how can you buy a house? but something then happens that causes you to get a house. Maybe somebody in the family dies, leaves the house to you. I'm just making stuff, like making up examples, you guys, but this is what I mean. It's just like situations, they just seem to work out for you. Or a lot of the times people might approach you and they're like, yo, group 2, aren't you worried XYZ is happening and we could lose XYZ? We should do something. And you guys might be the type of person that's like, actually, I'm not gonna bother with it. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have to worry about it, you know? And lo and behold, there's no reason for you to worry about it, because the situation just works itself out because you said it was going to, right? People, even if this seems like not noticeable to you, people notice like there's an energy of magic. Like y'all have this aura of magic surrounding you. We got the Magician card and the Empress card coming out for you, and we have the Six of Cups. So this is that magical energy of being in tune with your inner child, that part of you that, you know, might daydream or might appear to be in la la land to other people, but in your mind, you're manifesting, you're creating your own world, right? There's this energy, you make people curious, okay? That's what I will say. You make people very, very curious. Also, I feel like you guys are always on the go. Like life is never dull with you, right? There's always something different. You always have something different to say or something different to bring to the table, a different story to share, a different experience to share with the Six of Swords card. You like to have a lot of movement. The Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. You like to have a lot of movement. Also, you might be perceived as somebody who's very, very fast paced, like somebody who moves very, very quickly. Maybe you don't like to be on one task for too long, you know, unless that task is relaxing and pampering yourself. You get what I'm saying? We also have the Empress card. So, you know, you really put yourself first. You pour time and energy into yourself. You take care of yourself. You take care of your body. If you are a mother or a parent, this card here and this Six of Cups goes to show that you are a really good mom, okay? Or you have very nurturing qualities. You know how your inner child needs to be nurtured, so you are easily able to do that for other people and other kids as well. So I'm definitely feeling like kids might be naturally drawn to you or curious about you upon meeting you. And I just feel like you really spark interest in a lot of people. People are curious about you. And then when they ask about you, or like when they ask you certain questions, you're very direct, you're very clear cut. You only speak about the things that you want to speak about or that you're open to talking about. I feel like, you know, you're a very kind person. Similar to group number 1, you're a very kind person, but you know when it's time to set boundaries, you know? And in a lot of situations with the Four of Pentacles, in a lot of situations where it seems like the outcome is very unfavorable, somehow, some way, you manage to, like, people really think it's you. Like, you manage to just make it work, you know, and if the situation doesn't work itself out, you know what to do. Like, people look towards you for solutions, for your creative solutions to problems that might arise, like day-to-day issues that might arise. You just have a solution for it. It's like people look at you as the woman or the man or the person with all the answers, right? So that is what I'm getting for why people love you. Literally, I'm reading these cards and I'm like, why wouldn't people love you? Like, this person is magical as fuck, okay? So that is what I see for my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with the Six of Cups. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. If you are interested in the deck that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Mystic Mondays tarot deck, which will be available for purchase on my Amazon store, also down in the description box below. Be sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. There's a bunch of cool decks and books and stuff on there that you guys can check out. And yeah, that is all I have for you guys. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with the Chariot, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, why do people love you? Okay, so I'm getting a very mysterious energy from you guys. Like, you literally make people wonder. Similar to group number 2 where I was saying they make people curious. This energy is giving me like you leave people room to make their minds wander about you. And I feel like that's because this is my pile. If you chose this pile, I feel like you're very introverted. You probably prefer to be at home maybe working on creative projects or just spending time doing your hobbies and things that you love and enjoy. And a lot of you guys probably prefer to do it alone, or if there's a party at work, or if there's an after party after a social event or something like that, people are curious about you because maybe you might not show up to the after party. You might have had your fill of social interaction, right? Because we have the Hermit card here. So this lets me know that you guys are probably very much to yourself. We have very strong Virgo energy, Cancer energy, Capricorn energy, Gemini energy. I just realized we started off the reading with 4 major arcana cards, which this is a very, very powerful energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were my more spiritually inclined people, or sometimes you feel like you got to protect your energy for real because you got eyes on you. We got the Devil card here. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is my pile, like y'all had people obsessed with you for real. Like this goes beyond a step beyond love, or not even a step beyond love. I want to say this is like not necessarily love. Like I'm saying, you guys might have a lot of people obsessed with you. That's what I want to say. Also, people find you very attractive, right, with the Lovers card here. For those of you who are in a relationship, a lot of people you probably inspire a lot of people to want to get back out there, or like more active in their love life, But for those of you who don't have a very active love life, I still feel like you have people with eyes on you who find you very attractive. And I feel like because maybe you don't say too much, or you're not really the type of person that's very keen on telling your business, especially when you have a lot of stuff going on in your personal life, it's like it makes people more curious about you. It only fuels their curiosity, right? We have the King of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is the energy that you project to your day. Like this is like the mask that you guys kind of might feel like you have to wear in your day-to-day life. Somebody who kind of has it all put together, somebody who knows exactly what they're doing in life, right? We also have very strong, like I said, Virgo, Capricorn, could be Taurus energy as well. Taurus and the Taurus energy in the Chariot card, this really reminds me of somebody who likes to spend a lot of time at home, but maybe you can't spend all your time at home the way you want to because you have to work, or you just have to go out into the world on a day-to-day basis, and like this is like the mask or the suit that you feel like you got to put on to project, around you. But really, I feel like this gets overwhelming after a while, because sometimes you just want to be alone so that you can rest and recharge with the 10 of Wands, and you have a lot of stuff going on in your personal life, so you prefer to keep it really short and simple with people who might try to talk to you, or like small talk that you might get, and this only makes people even more curious. We have the Two of Pentacles here, so it wouldn't surprise me if you were the type of person you get very overstimulated very easily, and that's why you try to keep certain conversations and interactions short with people. But people see you. When people see you, especially if they really only see you at work, you strike them as somebody who's very busy, like somebody who's a very busy body, very busy bee, okay? It's somebody who's probably very, very overwhelmed. So when it's time for you to go home, when it's time for you to clock out and go home, y'all are the first person that probably wants to clock out and go home and get back to your bed, get back to your house, get back to your hobbies, or whatever it is that you like to do. And these are things about you that you probably don't share with people unless these are people who are genuinely close to you. So I feel like the thing that really makes people love you or feel drawn to you or have an affinity towards you is the way that you make people so curious about who you are in your personal life. But the thing is, you guys are the type, you keep your personal life personal, right? And so people get real curious, right? And we have 444 on the clock. You guys are very divinely guided and protected. So when it comes down to this, I feel like, your body, your energy, your aura will literally tell you, hey, you got to get away from that person. There's something off with that person with the Devil card. So you're going to probably have a lot of people who are obsessed with you but can't get access to you, which for a lot of people will only push them further into a spiral of obsession. But this is definitely my pile who has some people who are borderline obsessed with them. So just be careful. Watch out for that. But other than that, I feel like people really like you or love you because you're very attractive, physically attractive. And you keep to yourself. You just make people's mind wander. And I feel like with the Chariot card and the Eight of Pentacles, whatever it is that's your hobby that you do in life that maybe you don't really share with other people, when you do share it with people, they think it's cool. Like, they like that about you, and they see you as somebody who can be very successful in the future. Right? And people who get a chance to really get close to you and get to know you, and they see you outside of this energy, they grow to love you too. Okay? Because you like, your energy is very cool. I can see why you entice people, you know, unknowingly or without trying, because you guys are just unapologetically yourselves. And also, I feel like, you know, when you're at work, you might tone that down a little bit and keep that at a minimum. But I feel like people can tell, and it just makes them, it only fuels their curiosity towards you, right? So that is what I have for my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3. I hope that reading was helpful. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If y'all are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the deck that we use for today's tarot reading, which we've been using this deck a lot lately, we did use the Mystic Mondays tarot deck, which will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down in the description box below as well, along with a bunch of other cool decks and books and stuff I use on my channel. Be sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with the 6 of Pentacles, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, why do people love you? Okay, so we start off the reading with the Temperance card and the 6 of Pentacles. And to me, this energy indicates somebody who is very much in balance. Like, your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine energy is in balance. It's like you are only in flow with people where there's equal give and take, where connections where there's a lot of reciprocity. So I feel like you guys have taken a lot of time to make sure that all areas of your life are in balance, right? To make sure that you're spending enough time and energy, or maybe even money, on people or with people, as much as it's getting spent on yourself. Like, you're really in alignment with an energy of like abundance, and you're only putting time and energy into connections where there's a lot of reciprocity, like I said. People love you because I feel like you've made it a point to surround yourself by people who are on a very similar path to you. If it's not the same exact path, it's a very similar path. I'm seeing you're just only engaging in connections with people who like are in alignment with the path that you know that you're destined for, right? And I feel like you've worked very hard to get to this place, and I feel like you want to make sure that the people that are in your life are like there for a reason, like they're actually adding value to your life, and they're people that you have something in common with. Basically, this kind of describes, like, this is like being part of a soul family, like finding your soul family. This is what that seems like, you know. And I feel like that is a place where, of course, you would feel loved. And I feel like if you guys have been very selective with who you welcome into your life, or who you allow to have access to you, it's definitely been working, and it's definitely been paying off. And clearly you've been making a lot of the right choices, because I'm seeing that you're only getting closer and closer to yourself. Like, I feel like you guys are really enhancing spiritually. So if you're a very spiritual person, I feel like maybe you're probably joining like support groups, or maybe even Facebook groups or something with a Hierophant here that allow people to actively commune on their spiritual beliefs, okay, or educate one another, basically. So I don't know, I see you are surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals, which makes you a very likable and or lovable person. Not only that, but I feel like you guys are very, very loving. This is my pile. I feel like you guys are very soft-spoken, very tender-hearted, kind of, and romantic here as well. So if you're single, whether you're single or you're dating, you guys have a very romantic energy about you. Like, your aura it's just very soft and soothing and comforting. But at the same time, you guys know when it's time to step up to the plate and boss the fuck up and roll up your sleeves and get shit done. And so people just love that duality about you. Like I said, this is somebody who is in balance with their masculine and feminine energy. You have somebody who has a very, very soft side, is very tenderhearted and loving, but like I said, can get shit done, right? Step into their power and get shit done. And we have the World card and the Wheel card. So whenever these two cards come out together in a reading, I interpret this as progression. So you've made a lot of progression. You have grown so much. And I feel like other people have seen this, like they have witnessed this over the years. And they see that you're somebody, you're the only place there is left for you to go is up. You're only moving forward. And I feel like you guys, your vibration has been rising. So the type of people you attract, the type of people you hang around, your vibration all around, and like the energy you attract into your life is probably going to be very different from how it was a couple years ago. But with the Hierophant card here, I could tell that you are very much, you know, spiritually aligned. Also, this is just another message I want to sneak in here. If you're welcoming your divine counterpart or you're manifesting your divine counterpart, I see that working out for you in the future as well. With this Hierophant here, this is a sign of like marriage, or like your idea of marriage, your vision surrounding marriage. Like I see that really manifesting into your reality because you have literally aligned with an energy of abundance. You know, it's like you're finally starting to get what it is that you want. And I feel like a big part of what you wanted was being surrounded by people who love you and genuinely care about you, who love you unconditionally. And I feel like you guys are doing that. I feel like the main reason that people love you is because you have decided to understand and embody that you are unconditional love. How can you not love unconditionally, right? And I feel like you guys have literally surrounded yourself by unconditional love. You've probably cut out a lot of toxic relationships, a lot of toxic people. You probably came to realize that there's just some people who can't come with you on the journey to wherever it is that you're going, even if you don't know exactly where that is. And I feel like in doing so, you have made a lot more room for people who love you unconditionally and love you the way that you want to be loved, right? So yeah, that is what I see for why people love you. Literally, why wouldn't people love you? It's like you literally are this energy, this embodiment of unconditional love, right? And so you're only surrounding yourself with people who are on the same page with you as that, right? So I love that for you guys. That is what I have for my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you are interested in the deck that we used for today's pick a card, we did use the Mystic Mondays tarot deck, which will also be available for purchase on my Amazon store down in the description box below as well, along with a bunch of other cool decks and books and stuff that I use on my channel. So be sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.